Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Winnie Jean and I'm currently trying to resist the urge to cut, color, and overstyle my hair. Okay, I'm trying to keep my ends unsplit. And if you thought this was my natural hair, it is not. So if you want to see how I got this super natural look in less than 30 minutes without damaging my natural hair, then let's get into it. All right, so first things first, we gotta get the braiding pattern together because I definitely washed my hair like almost a week ago and it's just been in some braids and twists and yeah. Yeah. So, pros, y'all get to see me do my hair from scratch because normally I have my hair pre-braided and I'm just popping my wigs on. So pros is we get to do the braiding pattern together. So let's get into it. Now, where are my tools, child? Where are my tools? Hold on. I have dingy pigtails. I'm gonna fix it. So I washed my hair, conditioned it, blow dried it out, and then just put it in these pigtails. And I've had that bonnet on for approximately 4-5 days. Mind y'all business, okay? I was cramping, but we are about to get back to the bad bitchery of it all, okay? It's fine. It's fine. So, this is my hair. I'm low-key not mad at the little braid out. I should have brought the braids up higher and we could have rocked out with our little kitty out with the little braid situation. It's giving Diana Ross. It's giving. We gotta get into the wig. We got to get into this wig, hunty. So I'm gonna leave out very, very, very minimal baby hair. Well, minimal edges, but might as well just be baby hairs, honey. Now, I will be honest and say I have a head full of hair, but not my baby hairs. Again, we gotta be realistic. My edges, because y'all know I will have to leave out the baby hairs in a second. Anyway. My edges in general, baby, they get sacrificed. I do not care. I will put heat on them any time of the day, any day of the week. I am not in my healthy hair era. I am in my playing with my hair, inner teenage work, vibing, and serving looks era, girl. I do a protein treatment every now and then because I'm not a masochist, but y'all, it's not everyday length check. Now, granted, because I'm normally still putting my hair up, for most of the styles that I wear, she's still growing in the back, honey. It's like when you used to wear sew-in back in the day, and that one little section of your hair was ate up and everything else was long. That section for me is my edges, for sure. These babies be hanging on by a thread, a leg, and a prayer. So when I say minimal leave out, I literally mean like just a little bit of edges, like so, like that. Now, some people leave out even less than this, but I don't know how to finesse it. I don't know how to do it myself. Okay, y'all gotta teach me y'all ways. But I can get away with like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch wide strip as my leave out, especially for a kinky curly wig. So I'm going ahead and twisting up my little edges out the way so we can go ahead and braid the back up for the actual install. I love these little clips. These are so cute. I'm gonna pop one of those to keep our little curl nice and cute. And if you want to, you can apply product to this, but the way I blend my hair, it's not gonna really matter later. Now we gotta get into the braiding pattern for the back. I just cut my hair a bit. I cut like some layers in it, and it's given the cute little girl from the Goofy movie. I will insert said hottie here. That's what it's giving. I'm not mad at it. I feel like if you get the right cut, no matter how you wear your hair, it just falls cute. And my hair ain't a bit more done, but the little layer situation is giving polished. Even though, like I said, I've been wearing a bonnet for literally days, honey. When I'm on my cycle, I'm not trying to be a strong woman, honey. I'm laying down. I'm stressed out. All right, so I'm gonna start off by parting like a 1-inch section right across the front of my head. And I'm not gonna do my usual braiding pattern when I'm really about to try to put my foot in it. I'm honestly about to just show y'all a quick little braiding pattern I gotta get my arms positioned right. I can only braid in like one direction. I used to be able to braid my hair in a circle and I cannot do it no more. But if I like turn my head, I like I'm in a scary movie, child. You gotta kind of cock your head to the side, okay? Get a little angle going, and then I can braid. And it is not gonna be the best for these half wigs. Your braids do not have to be perfect. They just need to be solid enough that the comb can kind of get a little grip going. But baby, this is not gonna be like, Now in this video, I gave y'all a little braiding skill, honey. But in this video, we hanging on by a thread. All right, they had us in the first half. She a little sloppy over here, but once we got our grip together, honey, she came together. Now, again, it does not have to be perfect at all. Who's not about to redo it is your girl, okay? So next, we're going to just bring that braid all the way around, and that way we'll have something to attach the wig to on all sides, and we can just kind of finesse it in the middle. And the cool thing about half wigs is if you have different ones, you can braid your hair like this one time and switch your hair up for like a month, truly. Wash your braids, oil your scalp, switch your wig, and then like once a month, take your hair down, really wash your scalp, re-braid it up. In a year, you literally will have an extra 6 inches of hair. You can't mess it up. If you get trims quarterly, bonus points, because then you'll have 6 inches of hair that you can keep because your ends will be split. So we have braids on the other 3 sides, and I'm gonna do one braid going straight back to add our anchor on this side. Half wigs usually have a comb in the front, on the sides, and in the back. So you really wanna give it something to hold on to. That's how you get a really secure install. So I'm gonna braid this section going back and then another braid across the bottom that'll include this. And then we'll have a nice little braided structure on all sides to hold our wig onto, and we can tackle the middle, okay? Because that's a whole different situation. Now I know we're not trying to make it perfect, but I really hope these parts are not just horrendous and I can feel it, because I'm kind of breezing through the install, but hey, can't nobody see it. You do want to kind of make sure that you run your fingers through your hair as you braid to try to keep it detangled. I feel like my hair always grows the most and stays the most healthy in braids when I kind of detangle as I go, because of course you don't want your hair just sitting tangled for weeks. So she don't gotta be cute, but you want to make her at least a little neat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just braid this all the way to the end because we are done with our perimeter foundation braid. This is the most important. Now for the rest, I'm honestly probably gonna just throw it in 2 to 3 big braids. With curly hair specifically, I really don't care about my braiding pattern. You don't want it to be lumpy. If it's gonna be big, make it be big all around. Don't have it little over here, big over there. Big across the board, okay? As long as it's consistent, I don't care. Why did I forget to put this braid in here? Now I actually do gotta redo it. I'm pissed. I'm gonna take this down, and I was supposed to grab this braid and incorporate it, and I did not. So yeah, we're gonna try again. I trimmed my ends the other day, but I fear I want to trim a little more. I think I really just missed my bob, and I'm trying to cut my hair as close to a bob as I can without actually going for the bob, but we're not gonna forget her this time. We're gonna grab it, put it into the braid, and then braid her across. And now this is when our perimeter braid is nice and secure. I knew something wasn't right. "20 minutes and 2 burning arms later, this is what we have." I'm not mad at it. So I'm gonna grab one of the old school thick wig caps. I normally like to use the netted ones, but I'm all out. I gotta order some more off Amazon. So I'm gonna just use this, and we are going to pop it over our braiding pattern and just kind of tuck these braids into the back. I like to kind of loop them around so it's relatively smooth, and then I just tuck it under the cap. And now we got a nice little base situation that I'm not mad at. So I went ahead and washed our wig. She is cute. Okay. She's given Beyonce circa early 2000s, late 90s, really early 2000s, because I think late 90s she was still doing the braids. It's really giving early 2000s. I'm gonna put in a couple reference photos here, but when I picked this wig out, that was definitely the vibe. So we have to layer her. We have to get her going. But this wig is from Wigcoolhair. They sent me her in 20 inches. She is a kinky curly unit, and she has these blonde highlights. Of course, all the details will be down below if you guys want to pick her up, but she's gorgeous. Roy, she's absolutely beautiful. This is not her right out of the package. I will include some footage of her right out of the package here, okay? She was really, really cute. I went ahead and washed and conditioned her. I used the Suave Naturals line, and it smells so good. I love like tropical, fruity smelling curly hair. Catch a little breeze, you know, it just gives. So she is constructed beautifully. She has a comb up top, a comb on either side, a comb in the back, as well as a drawstring. And this drawstring actually has one of the good little sliders, and it kind of locks, which is cool. And then it also has an elastic band. So it's essentially just a pop on, flip over sew in. She kind of beats. And y'all know I've been tearing these up lately if you are subscribed. And if you are not subscribed yet, what you doing, friend? So before we can install her, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up this elastic band just a bit. I don't want it too tight, because again, we do have 4 combs. So the elastic band has a little help. She don't gotta clock in overtime. I'm actually gonna move this wig cap behind the braid in the front because she kind of bright. Normally my netted ones I bring to the edge, but I'm going to just, as you can see, I'm popping that comb under the braid, sliding it back. Popping the comb, sliding it back. I got a little hair in my eye. Okay. And then for the back, popping the comb in, clip her up so y'all can get into it. I have the comb here. I'm going to pop the comb under. You kind of want to pull everything into place, and then I go in and tighten up my drawstring and tuck her into the wig. You do not want your drawstring blending in with your curls, girl. That's embarrassing, okay? But now we got our wig on, and she is clocked in, okay? She is not going nowhere. I'm literally, you could kind of tussle. Like, you could get into a light fisticuff. You could fight 1 to 2 people with this wig on, truly. Okay, now you can't get in a old school brawl, but you can, a little fisticuff can happen comfortably. Now, It lays super flat as if you just got your hair installed by a really, really good hairstylist. Like a mean flip in, girl, a mean flip over. Now, it's time to get her together. So, first I'm gonna free the edges because let's just do that. Now, I want to give her a little bit of shape. I'm actually not mad at how she's falling as is, but I want to kind of frame my face a little bit more. So, what I'm going to do is part a section of the hair up top. Essentially, we're going to grab like the whole crown section of the hair, like so, friend. And then we're gonna just pull her up and then give her a little trim. And this is gonna be our first layer to help us create a little shape in this wig, because ain't nothing worse than some flat curly hair. That is truly a crime. So yeah, it kind of added a little roundness to the top. And now, using it as a guide, I like to pull sections and then we're going to just trim them up. I like to trim at a diagonal all the way around my head. And like this side, it just doesn't have as much shape. This side, she going places. She got a vibe to her. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on this side. Okay, so we got the cut finished and it's perfect. It's like a circle now as opposed to it being like a triangle. I don't know. But I'm loving the way it's looking so far. Now I'm about to go in and define the curls and blend my natural hair with it. So far, the blend is excellent for it to be a different color. I was a little bit worried about the blondes. And again, I didn't leave out so much leave out that I can do like a ponytail. You really can finesse these wigs to get like a super natural looking ponytail, but I'm trying to finesse the most minimal amount of leave out possible. So with that being said, I think the blend is excellent. We're gonna do a couple finishing touches at the end, so stay tuned for that. But as far as the blending of the textures, I'm gonna go in with some good old fashioned H2O, okay? I also have this Herbal Essences Styling Mousse. This is the number 2. I got this from my grandma. Definitely stole it, so I'm gonna use that. And then, because she is the kinkiest of curlies and I really want to see all that texture, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Extreme Wet Line Gel, and this is gonna give us a lot of definition. So I'm about to work on that and I'll be back. I'm probably gonna just speed through this part because y'all done seen people define curls, okay? You just wanna see how this hair performs. I'm about to show you. All right, so my hair is about 80% dry. The ends are dry, but it's a little moist in the roots, a little moist, if you will. So you could let it air dry. I've been waiting for about an hour, hour and a half, and your curl is ready to be done. So what I'm gonna do is blow dry the roots. I'm also going for a bit of volume, so it'll help me kind of fluff everything out, but the texture so far is gorgeous. I'm loving the highlights. I was worried about the blend, but she's giving, except for my little straight ends, but once everything is nice and fluffed out, it'll blend in, so I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go in with my handy dandy Chi blow dryer and just hit these roots a teensy, okay? Ooh, child. Okay, I blow dried my hair like my life depended on it for about 5 or 6 minutes, and yeah, the volume, she's there. She's there. Now you do need to go through and separate the curls a little bit. I'm just kind of running my fingers through it. I define the curls literally just to mess it up because I like a real fine line between frizzy and messy and defined curls. I am not the wet look girly pop at all, not even a little bit. So I'm going in some of these larger clumps. I'm taking my time and kind of detangling them and breaking it into multiple sections so we can get that volume that we are looking for. I'm talking about we, child, me. And you see when you kind of like just brush your hair back, it just blends in. I was worried about the blend, but the dark roots on this hair are perfection. Just giving her a final fluff. And then I'm gonna go in with my scissors and give her a final little trim as well. Cause now that I can see how everything is drying, I can see exactly how I want it to fall, and I want shorter layers around my face for sure. And do not be afraid to chop your wigs up. Make them exactly how you want them the first time. And that way, when you put it back on, it's perfect. You don't have nothing to worry about. Now, granted, I do make little adjustments, like for the first couple of months of wearing a new wig, but for the most part, she should be shaking go. So you see how every step of the way we're moving forward. First we was moving from like triangle to circle. Now we're moving from circle to perfect, divalicious circle. Okay, there's circles and then there's circles, okay? We're taking it there. All right, this is the finished look. She is nice and fluffy and giving early 2000s Beyonce, if you ask me, okay? Let me do a little spin. What do we think? All right, so of course we can wear it like this with our like curly bang situation. We can also wear it in a flip over and we get an extra volume because of that cut that we did. Get into the blending even with the color. Yes, yes, and yes. So we get our little both side part on. Love, love, love. And then I also gotta see what it's giving with the headband on, because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just slick my hair back. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's giving like half and half. It's giving the craft. It's giving, yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we did a thing. A thing has been done. It's the headband for me. I made a cute little earring and it's the look. So, what do we think? Do we love it? Is it giving, I just got highlights and a curly cut, or is it a chop? Let me know in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.